Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Luke and we are watching BBC's Musketeers Series 2 Episode 6. I held up 10 fingers. This one's called Through a Glass Darkly, I think, which is a interesting title. So the highlight of last week for me were the flashbacks to Athos's life with Milady de Winter. I thought they were very well handled, very well written, very well directed. They were definitely the highlights for me, but I think that's just because I really enjoy her as a character. It's currently roasting in this room. It's the worst thing when it's summertime and you react to things, because I don't want to have a fan on or open the windows because I don't want that extra noise, but at the same time I'm slowly like cooking myself to death in a small bedroom. So if I suddenly am the colour of a tomato by the end of this and my face looks a bit shiny, all I can do is apologise. Let's watch Series 2, Episode 6 of The Musketeers. I like these visuals. I thought he was Mark Warren for a second, but he's not.
You shall be the moon, and the queen will be the earth.
I can't be here.
I'm going back to the garrison.
The king will notice your absence. He seems to only have eyes for one thing.
See how the moon blocks the light of the sun from the earth? For a moment, only darkness prevails. As the moon moves on, the light slowly returns to the earth.
So it begins.
Is he related to Mark Warren's character? Because they give me the same energy.
Can't help being nervous. It's just a feeling.
I don't know why, I can't even explain, but I'm already loving this episode.
Now I can stare at you without being dazzled, so.
I can't believe how successfully she's managed to wiggle her way into this position. She is smooth. I'm obsessed. Already. I love the way this episode looks.
All Paris is talking of the eclipse.
My wonderful device will allow your majesties to witness every detail.
Oh, wow. Wow. I'm shook.
Show some compassion, and at least let the women and the Dauphin go.
Don't hurt him. That's not allowed. You can't do that to my baby.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh yeah. Do it, Porthos.
I'll have your head for this. Take him with the other.
They're so similar. Is it just me? Oh. Constance, my love.
You cared enough to defend him.
Because I care about him. Because he's my friend.
Then tie these friends together. They can bring each other comfort. We'll get out of here. Alright? If we're gonna get out of this, we'll have to work together. Agreed? Agreed.
An unlikely partnership.
Call.
For what purpose?
That is the fun of the game. You don't know, but you must call. Is there someone here braver than your king? Someone willing to gamble everything for freedom?
I'll do it. Frankly, I would rather be dead than listen to your endless babble for one more minute.
Very well. Call your fate.
I call heads.
You win. You may go.
I forbid it! If the king cannot have his freedom, no one can.
In this room, I am king, and I say she goes. If my men see the king's army approaching, everyone here will be dead by the time they dismount.
Shit. Shit. Is she going to find Aramis somewhere out there? I don't know how they're going to get out of this.
Heads. I call heads too.
He's going to die. We don't know who he is. It's Tails, babes. Ruthless.
Anyone else?
What the fuck? I did not see this episode going anywhere like this. She's such a babe. Thank goodness for that little thing for him to land on. Oh my god, he's insane.
Take them.
I beg you not to harm him.
It's not up to me. It is you who must choose.
But like, why? I want to know why.
We have the Musketeers to protect us. Aramis is dead. The fool.
No, babes, no. He's coming. Is she gonna get Athos?
We need to speak now. Get Athos.
I love this.
Never seen a woman before. From the look of you, probably not.
She's the best.
I wish I'd never married. I wish I was free.
We can do anything if we dare, Constance.
Do you really believe that?
Always. Robert, shall I send this man into room 1 or room 2?
Shit.
What do these rooms contain?
We need to surprise them.
We?
I know the way in. I'll lead you. Why don't you keep staring at me?
I'm surprised. For once, you actually seem to care about something other than yourself.
If the king dies, I lose my position in court. It would be a catastrophe.
Forgive me for being naive.
Now find me something to wear.
Oh, I'm so obsessed with this. Oh god, this is so good. I'm geeking out. I'm geeking out.
I don't know who is where.
That's the beauty of it. A choice made blind, hoping for the best. Survival is about being patient. I learned that in a Spanish prison.
Oh,
5 years
yeah.
in jail.
I forgot about that.
There was a woman. The thought of her kept me alive.
I never had you down as the romantic type.
The fucking queen as well, mate.
1 or 2?
1. May God forgive me.
Yes, Aramis, fuck this guy up. If you can.
Who did you kill?
The queen and your son are alive.
What happened to you? What made you like this?
I had to make choices once.
That's a good question.
Possible choices.
So what do you think of the eclipse?
Oh, careful, Aramis.
Your Majesty.
Once again, you are my saviour. You still wear it.
Always.
Oh, that's so cute.
Thank God you're alive.
Bit orcs.
Forgetting myself. Your joy is understandable. I share it.
Ah.
The sun is quite well, Aramis. And better for your protection.
Ooh, she's working it out.
One day the plague struck without warning. People who were healthy at sunrise were dying by nightfall.
Can you blame me for this?
Then orders came from the king. The village was to be blockaded to prevent the spread of infection.
Plague villages have to be contained.
Food should have been left for us, but it never came. You starved us to death. I had
Damn.
to look at my family, my wife, our 2 boys. I had to choose who would get the scraps of food I scavenged. My wife wouldn't touch a bite while her children were hungry. I only had enough food for one of my dying boys. I had to choose between them. So I tossed a coin and let fate decide. My youngest was saved. A week later, he died anyway.
Damn.
Never keep a lady waiting.
Try from your side.
This is too good. Ooh.
You get a glass of wine, can I? You're parched.
Slay.
It's my soul that is dislocated. You'll have to put it back in.
I'm not a doctor.
Brace yourself.
It'll be my pleasure.
Porthos goes through the shitter.
It was either a wounded bull or Porthos.
Oh my god. reunion. Oh.
You broke a window. Better that than my neck. Oh, Your Majesty. Thank God you're safe.
It's good to see you, Captain.
God was watching over you, Your Majesty.
God and the Musketeers.
Hell yeah.
So the king has suffered as we did. You have tormented him with the loss of his family. You've made him realize what he did to us. You can still turn back from the brink. Untie her.
Why?
Time to make another choice, Your Majesty. Call correctly and the woman goes free. But get it wrong and she dies.
Fuck.
Why? What has she ever done to you?
Athos has got to save the day. Someone needs to walk in. Right now. Athos. Porthos.
Tails.
Think of your wife and children.
Do not talk of them to me.
They'd be ashamed.
You wanted a life like mine.
No, darling.
You think I can just stand there and watch you die? I won't do it.
Oh my god.
You would die for her. Why? Because I love her. Promise me you'll let her go. One life for another. Please, brother, don't do this, please. The game must be played to the end.
Oh.
My choice, brother.
Oh my god. I knew he was going to do something because he hadn't liked it this whole episode, basically. I knew he was going to try and stop his brother at some point. But damn. I thought these guys were going to burst in and save the day.
Follow the rules of your own game. Either the king dies or you let us all go. Let the coin decide. I'll tell you if you go mad. Is this where you get a chance, sire? No, you're right. Fate must decide.
True, that's how you live your games. I don't like this game. Who calls?
You make the call. If the king's head is face up, he dies. If it is tails, you will live.
Yeah, the action scenes have been so good this series.
You're welcome.
Whoa. This feels so weird.
Queen.
They're safe, babes. You're alright. You're alright.
Aren't you going to plead for your life?
Whoa.
Thank God you are well, sire.
You deserted your king, madame. And you are dressed like a man.
I risked
She went
my
to get
life
help.
help.
Backfired for Milady de Winter then.
So that is the reward for virtue. To be left with nothing.
Not entirely. You have my respect.
Once upon a time, that might have been important to me. Thank God. Oh, thank God.
That's so sweet. That's so sweet. I hope it's made him realise how much he loves the Queen, you know? She's working it out, I think. These two hurt my insides. Oh.
I love you.
I know.
This is my life, and I want to spend the rest of it with you.
I wanted to scream, but nothing came out. Oh. Oh, everyone looks so happy.
Is that young woman married?
Yeah.
I believe she is.
Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Why was that the perfect episode? That was so good from start to finish. I need a moment. Fuck. I had no idea that was going to be so good today. So I've watched 16 episodes now, and that was 100% my favourite one A lot happened, a lot to dissect, and I'm probably going to miss things, and I apologise. So for starters, basics. I love the aesthetics of the episode. I think I didn't take in who directed it, but whoever directed it, top notch. Character moments are always my favourites in TV shows. This episode was full of them, and thus I think is why it's one of my favourites. Constance and D'Artagnan are so pure and sweet, and that ending was so beautiful. And what I loved about it so much is that everyone else seemed so happy about it as well, which is what was really cute. Why am I smiling? I look like the freaking Cheshire Cat. I just caught myself in the viewfinder and was like, Luke, calm down. But that ending was so pure, it was so sweet, and everyone looked so genuinely happy for them to be together. So I think everybody other than Constance's husband feels the same way. They love each other, they genuinely do. They're not marrying each other for titles, for respect, or for a cushy life. They will, I think they're going to get married, and if they do, they are marrying each other purely for love, and that is romantic as fuck. Then we have Aramis, who breaks my heart a little bit because he clearly has a very strong love for the Queen, and obviously has a very strong love for his son. The Queen definitely likes him back. That's going to get very, I haven't said it this episode, but it's going to get very messy, I think, the storyline between Aramis and the Queen, because it shouldn't happen. But again, I kind of think they love each other, and if they were to marry, I think they're doing it for better reasons than maybe why she married the king. It's not so much about status or something, or how you are perceived. I think these characters genuinely love each other. The baby is sort of like nanny. I don't really know what to call her. She's probably got an official royal title. I think she's called Margarita, but I also could be making that up. But we're going to call her Margarita for this sake. I think she's slowly working out that the Queen and Athos, no, the Queen and Aramis have feelings for each other, because obviously at the beginning of the series, from her point of view, Aramis definitely loved her, but he was definitely, I know it sounds really bad to say, but he was definitely using her just so he could get closer to the baby. In some ways you can understand it, it's sort of forgivable, but it's also not forgivable. It's a very weird thing, because he's such a lovely guy, and I don't think he's doing it maliciously. He genuinely wants to see his child, and he can't see his child, so I fully get it. It's not correct, and I'm not excusing it, but I fully get where his brain is coming from, and I understand that she's going to be hurt by that, and I worry that if she successfully works things out, that out of anger and maybe spite, she's going to say some things to the wrong people, and it could all backfire and get very messy. But yeah, the character moments were the best. That was so intense, and one of the things that just made me beam with joy and confusion, I couldn't quite believe what I was seeing, and it took a while for my brain to register it, was Milady de Winter going to get Athos to help, and the fact that the two of them semi-bonded as this episode progressed. Genius. I think whoever came up with that one, the best. That was so good, particularly after last week's episode where we learnt a little bit more about them and how bitter their feelings were together. There's a sort of sweetness and respect that they have for each other underneath everything, and obviously they dislike each other. Obviously she's a horrible person, but there is something cute there that, you know, she knew she needed help and she went straight to him, and I think that's kind of adorable. Don't think they're good for each other. I don't think they should ever get back together. I don't know if that's where it's going, but right now I personally think that's very bad. But we'll see how it's done if they do get together. This whole episode was perfection. But those sort of beats, the character moments between two people, Aramis and the Queen, D'Artagnan and Constance, and Milady de Winter and Athos, those connections and relationships, top tier. And a little shout out goes to Mark Warren. I keep forgetting his name. Rochefort, is that what it is? His character and Porthos in the prison together. It wasn't the focus, and it's probably something I will forget about as time goes on. It was nice in this episode because they are an odd pairing to put together, and their determination to get out together, but also those moments where they just had to humanly talk to one another were really good. And the reminder that Mark Warren's character Rochefort was a prisoner. You know, I sort of forgot that that's where it began in Series 2, Episode 1. I sort of forgot that he had that backstory. And obviously his love for the Queen kept him going as well. So I worry that we're going to have more than a triangle, but you know, Aramis, the king, and Rochefort all trying to get the Queen at the same time. She's sort of a bit of a target for thirsty men, is she not? I am going to end it there because I will just waffle on forever, and I don't know if anybody really wants that. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if this is an unpopular opinion or not. You know, do you guys really rate this episode as well, or is this one of your duds? Let me know. Leave a spoiler-free comment in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click like and click the bell. And I will see you next week for Musketeers Series 2, Episode 7. Bye!